Hey guys, what's going on? It's Nick Kellar.
Greg Brock and Banner Brock.
New pup. New office pup. We're with Atlas Premier Realty. We're coming to you with another video blog. We thought you might want to see a puppy. If anything, attention grabber. Maybe watch the video, maybe not. But we wanted to touch base today. It's obviously a deep seller's market. Sellers are getting away with terms that you would conventionally see in a normal market. So as is, people waiving inspections, waiving appraisals, all kinds of stuff. But what you can't skip out on if you're a seller, regardless of how friendly the terms are, because weighted in your favor, is disclosure. Yep. So Greg is also a broker, so he sees this from a legal standpoint. So we're gonna go through the top 10 things that you should disclose.
And in general, rule of thumb is if you know, disclose. But there are some things that might affect a buyer's perception of the property that you don't have to disclose either. But these are the top things you absolutely do have to disclose. The first one is if you do have specific knowledge on something that might affect the condition or value of the property. Things like highways being built.
Water leaking in your basement, because it's conceivable that they come to the house when it's sunny and dry, right?
Correct.
So they should know that.
Unpermitted additions or changes and updates on the property. Those are specific knowledge of things that you should have done that you didn't.
Adverse conditions. So the second one is features that it includes. So especially with utilities, you don't want somebody walking into a property assuming that it's public water and sewer, only to find out after the fact that it's well and septic, especially if they're waiving inspections right now. So that's something that you should, features that it includes is something that you should also disclose.
The third one are significant defects, issues with the foundation, windows, doors, any structural or mechanical issues that affect the livability of the property. You have to disclose those.
The fourth one is any hazardous materials or conditions. So oil-based heat is a big one. So if you have an underground oil tank that's buried, that you have to disclose that. Radon, asbestos, another one. Mm-hmm. So anything that could be hazardous to somebody's health or safety.
The one on this list that actually doesn't apply in the state of Maryland is if there's a death on the property. In the state of Maryland, you don't. In Pennsylvania, you do. I believe it's 3 years, in the previous 3 years. The other thing that you don't have to disclose is hauntings or ghosts. Yeah, so that was
called sound effects. Read a book. The sixth one is disputes with any neighbors or local municipalities. So if you have any issues over a property line or any easements or judgments, liens, you're supposed to disclose those.
The next one is noises or nuisances. Wow, I really struggled with that.
Words are hard.
So trains, busy intersections, airports and airplanes, school drop-off zones, industrial areas, etc. You should probably disclose those to a buyer.
Yeah. And the eighth one is, are there any organizations that have authority over your property? I guess the most notable one in our area, at least, would be condo and homeowners association. So you have to disclose those. There's legal forms or documents that are included with our contracts that kind of ensure that you disclose that and what you're supposed to disclose. But you have to let a buyer know that they're in a neighborhood that's defined by a homeowners association or condo.
Right. The ninth one is any entities that might affect the value. So in our area, you can think about military bases or shooting ranges, munition depots, major trucking routes, etc. Anything that might deter a buyer or future buyers.
Yeah, and really the 10th is a catch-all, and it's really just, if you're not sure, it's probably safe and best to go ahead and disclose it, because the last thing you want is somebody coming in after the fact, upset and looking at maybe a lawsuit or going to mediation. And which can be painful and drawn out. It's just easier to disclose. So, and that goes through anything that might cause a buyer to change what they offer for the house or their opinion on whether they want the house altogether at all. So,
and in general, there's a lot of nuances to disclosure law, and each state is different. And you want to have an expert to help you figure out what you do actually have to disclose. So reach out to us here at Atlas Premier Realty, and we'll be happy to advise you to properly disclose your property.
So don't skip on your disclosure. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to one of us, anyone here at Atlas, and we appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.
Have a great day.